Hey, what's up, guys? Jim and I are down here in our wonderful city of Johnson City, and we're just kind of going around trying to see if we can get some interviews with people to see how they feel about our city, but also to see how they feel about the churches here. Like, do they feel like we are united? Are we on the same page with each other? Do we have one goal and one mission?
I feel like there's a lot of separation in that sense, whereas if we did all come together, you could think of how many more people we could help, how many more we could serve and bring to Christ. But until we can all unite and come together, that won't happen the way it could in the amount that it could, I guess.
I don't really see any obvious division. The only time where I see any kind of divide is when the guest preachers, I guess you can call them, show up at ETSU, and they kind of they're the ones that get things they're really controversial, and they kind of intentionally get in people's faces. But I don't really see them as legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're just there to stir controversy.
I think it's very unfortunate that churches aren't speaking from the same basis. It causes a lot of confusion. Mm-hmm. It does. It's unfortunate, I think.
Hey, what's up, guys? So I just had an interview with a guy named Andrew. He did not want to be on camera. That's okay. But he's actually a professor at ETSU and a younger guy, and so I thought I would sit with him and just ask him the same questions that we've been asking people today. He loves our city, loves everything about it, and when I asked him if he felt like the churches are united, like if they're together, he felt like the newer ones are and the older ones aren't. And not knocking the older ones, but there's a beauty to us launching other campuses, starting newer churches. I love what he said. He said, don't stay in a box. Don't just stay in your churches. Don't just hide in private schools. Don't just, hide in your homes and then come out and proselytize people when we actually should be serving them. And he said, the thing I would say to you is serve people during the festivals at Founders Park. Pass out water, serve people in downtown when we have an event going on, and do that just to kind of serve people with no agenda.
Originally, I was born and raised in Wisconsin, but I've since moved here about 5 years ago.
Do you care about the Packers?
No.
What would you say to us to improve our city and just to kind of be on the same page with other churches?
We'll do a little bit more community outreach. You have to try to reach the younger kids. If you reach the younger kids and show them that church is fun, it's just not a place to just show them how learning the Bible can be fun. I think that would kind of attract them to come to church a little bit more.
The thing is that even though they're all separate churches and denominations, for the most part, they all believe in the same core value. It's the same thing. It's the same shared belief. It's just there's little things that separate them, and I wouldn't really let those little things get in the way too much.
I think focusing on the fact that Christ meets you where you are, and preaching His love. I know that in my own life experience, when someone wanted to elicit a change in my life or help me steer in a better direction, those who approached me from a point of love instead of a point of you have to do it a different way, it made a bigger difference in my life.
So hey guys, that was pretty interesting today. Just spending some time downtown and really asking those questions with people. And the thing that really stood out to us was the reality that most people in this city, a great way for you to show them the love of Christ is to actually be here in the city, sharing and showing the love of Christ. And the great thing is we don't have to do that on our own. We can actually do that together. In Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 3, it says this: "All praise to God, the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who's blessed us with every spiritual blessing," everything we'd absolutely need, "in the heavenly realms, because we're united with Christ." So it's not a question of, do I have what it takes to be united with other people? Do I have all the answers to be united with other people? We have everything that we need. The key is that we come together with every spiritual blessing that Jesus has already given us and show that to other people within this city. That's what's really going to be something to change someone's life, is as they see us coming down here, serving this city within the festivals and events and opportunities that may come up. That's going to bring us together, because we can do much more together, united, than we can on our own.